Hi, everyone. It's Erica from in the Company of Cards back again. Um, Welcome. If you're new here, welcome for the first time. I hope you enjoy it. If you've been here for a while, thank you so much for your support, all of your likes, your shares, your subscribes. They mean a lot. I love reading all your comments. I do read them all, even if I don't respond to many. I do read them all, and I appreciate them. So first, I'm wearing black and I have my snake earrings on, uh, which I wear when I feel particularly, you know, feisty. But I had nothing to do with it. I didn't vote for the guy, but this is kind of like, your drunk uncle who, I don't know, made a pass at one of your guests and you just feel, horrified and embarrassed for him. And so to Canada and Mexico, I am horrified and I am embarrassed for him, for our country. I am so sorry, and I hope this can be, um, I mean, trouble don't last always. I hope this is not trouble that lasts always. You are our best friends, and we love you. And it's terrible. So I think I wanted to look at maybe a few things. First off, I wanted to say that Marianne from Revealing Light Tarot, I mentioned yesterday that she has another channel, and it's called Random, Random, Sage, Sage, on YouTube. And she interviewed me yesterday on that channel. The video is up, and I'll put a link to it. But I'd love it if you would go over there and like, share, subscribe for her. Also, she's got this great book called Revealing Light, How Cancer Illuminated My Divine Blueprint. It's really, really a good book. So I commend that channel and that book to you. As I said, I'll put the link up so that you can see the conversation that she and I had yesterday. Um, just a couple of things. The first one is that apparently the GOP leadership has instructed their membership, their House members, to stop holding in-person um, town halls. And the reason is that they're worried about voter backlash, which already, of course, they're experiencing it, but they're worried that if they have these town halls and the town halls are as ugly as they have been, that word will get back to the public at large, because the backlash they think could go viral if it was circulated online. So, I mean, what kind of a response is that? Just don't have town halls. Like that's gonna win them friends and influence people. So, I just would like to see what the effect of not having those town halls will have on the party. So, I think I'm going to use for town halls, I'm going to use birds because that would be is that what I want to use? No, I'm not going to use birds. I'm going to use the garden because garden is like for an event. And so they're going to get rid of those town halls. We're going to use the garden card with the intention that what we're looking at is what will the result be if those town halls don't happen anymore? What will the result be for the Republicans? Okay. So we're looking for the garden, and that will stand for these town halls that will be canceled. Okay, so these will stand for the canceled town halls. So I pulled five and then I pulled clarifiers on the last three cards. So the original five are the coffin, that's 47. This is the town halls that will be canceled. We have the lily and we have the stork. Now, of course, aspirationally, the objective is that not having the town halls will create peace and quiet, and that will be better for them. That's the aspiration. But when you flesh it out, you see something different. You know, um, the coffins are endings. And I can clarify, I mean, I can, what do you call it, mirror the coffin with the last card in the line, which is the stork. So they think that stopping the town halls, keeping everything bottled up, boxed up, not out, will be good, will show positive change, positive improvement. Because if you don't let the word get out that people are dissatisfied, that's a good thing, they think. Um, Here we have 47 and the lily. In other words, just you know, ignore. Everything's fine. It's about keeping the peace or keeping the impression that there's peace under his reign. Now, here are the town halls that are canceled, right? Town halls really are a gift to the public. They give up the public an opportunity to speak one-on-one, out loud, face to face with their representatives. It's a gift. You get to do it in a group and everybody gets to hear your question, but more to the point, they get to hear the answer of the legislator. However, this has created a problem for them because really, I mean, they don't know what to say. If you're a constituent and you say, my son lost his job, he was a federal employee and he was doing fine, and matter of fact, we both voted for you. What is this? And I mean, humana, a la Jackie Gleason, is what the representatives have to say. They don't have an answer, or they defend it, and that creates a problem for them. So this is problematic. This thing that is meant to be, a pro bono good thing for the public to be able to sort of have this open conversation, this open discourse with the people who legislate, right? And it's turned into a problem. Okay. The fourth card in our original line was the lily, and the clarifiers are our clover, clouds, and sun. So they're so short-sighted. You know what it's like? I mean, I had kids, and so when they were really small, if they went like this, they thought that you couldn't see them. Obviously, you can see them. They can't see you, but you can see them. This is like that. It's kind of like saying, watch the watch. Everything's fine here. Look how peaceful it is. Nobody's complaining. Well, why is nobody complaining? Because there's no town hall to complain in. This is what they think will sort of create um, peace in the valley. However, quickly, because that's clover. Sometimes clover's great and happy, but here it's about speed. Quickly, people are going to say, wait, what? Why aren't you doing these town halls? Why aren't you letting us have a voice? Republicans, why aren't you letting us have a voice? And what will happen is they'll go from confusion about why that's not happening to being awake, woke, aware of what this is all about. That they're just trying to keep a lid on things, just trying to keep a lid on things. We have the stork. Clarifiers for that are the young woman, the scales, and the bear. And I think, yes, there will be something positive that comes out of the fact that Republicans will have canceled the town halls. Something positive will come out of it. You know, of course, this is women. But this is also, remember, this is a like a receptive energy. It's yin energy, so it's receptive and accepting. Well, what will be accepted and received? People will do a cost benefit analysis and say, wait a minute. We thought that you were for us. That's why we voted for you. We want you to hurt the other guy, not us. And they will start to see how the scales are really stacked because of 47. And I think that canceling these town halls will be another step towards burying 47 and his entire party. It's not going to do them any good. It's just, it's juvenile. You can't see me because we're not here. Oh no, we see you and we see that you're not here. And that does not mean any good thing for you reputationally for us. We as your constituents think that your refusal to meet with us is at the least shady and poor consumer relations, you know. Or constituent relations. What are you doing? So I think it's going to bite them big. Okay, another thing that I wanted to look at is, and this is a big one, Social Security. Now, I've had a lot of viewers ask me to look at Social Security. I am a person of a certain age, in case you can't tell from the white in my hair. So I am a recipient, among other things, of Social Security. And there are many people in this. Sorry, that was the tin that my cards live in, hit the floor. There are many people in this country who survive solely on Social Security benefits. And these are people who are of a certain age. These are people who are disabled. These are people who have been orphaned. So, you know, now we know that 47 has said, oh, yeah, no, I'm not going to touch that third rail of Social Security. Social Security, we're not going to touch that. We may get rid of Medicaid and we may get rid of Medicare, although he says he won't get rid of Medicare either, but slippery slope. But we're not going to touch Social Security. Now, of course, the co-president, Elon Musk, the head of government. Remember, Trump is head of state, and which is a ceremonial role, and Musk is head of government because he's the guy doing all the dirt. He absolutely wants his hands all over Social Security. So no less a figure than Martin O'Malley, who was the head of the Social Security Administration under Joe Biden, has said that within 30 to 90 days, he sees that the system collapsing. Well, I mean, that's kind of hair on fire news. Um, Now, what has happened already is that Musk and his Doge bros have already fired a ton of people in Social Security. When you call up and you have a question and a person answers. So a lot of people, a lot of those people have been fired. And supposedly they're going to be replaced by, among other things, AI. Now, as a person of a certain age, I mean, this technology is hard enough to keep up with. Imagine some 80-year-old grandpa trying to deal with AI when they have a question about their Social Security. It's just inhumane, not to mention inhuman, because, AI. So what will happen is that AI or whatever mechanical means they think is supposed to take up the slack for all these people that they have fired will prove unequal to the task, at which point Musk will say, oh, you know what? I've got the perfect solution to that. We'll privatize it. And that would be a disaster. Um, so I just want to look at Social Security, and I'm trying to think what I want to use as the card for that? Um, hmm. You know what? I think I'm going to use the lily. And that's because the lily is the card, for example, for retirement. So a retirement benefit that we earn, it's not a gift, is Social Security. So we're going to look at the lily. It will stand for Social Security. And we are looking just at the health of Social Security moving forward during this administration. Okay. I'm just kind of shuffling. Uh, hmm. I've been hesitant to look at this question. I've been asked many times, but I think now is the time to look at it. What is the future of Social Security? Will that system go bankrupt? Will it continue? Will AI be the face of it? Will it be privatized? We'll just see what the cards have to say. Okay, so we're looking for the lily, and that will stand for Social Security. Okay, so this is Social Security. I am definitely going to pull clarifiers, but let me tell you about the line of five first. So we have the ring, we have the bear, we have the lily, which stands for Social Security, we have the star, and we have the ship. Okay. Now, this would be for continuity of Social Security. This is 47, saying, oh, yeah, it's going to stay, it's not going anywhere. We have Social Security in the center, and then we have the star and the ship. So I think it will continue in some form, but I'm going to pull clarifiers on what that's going to look like. Um, I cannot believe that there won't be some disruption in service and delays in checks going out. But again, uh, looks like for the future, the ship will stay afloat. But let's pull some clarifiers and see what they tell us. Okay. I think I'll pull clarifiers on everything. And then I'm going to pull final three as like a postscript. Okay. So let's see. All right. So the ring, remember I said that was sort of the keeping the system unbroken, keeping it continuous so people don't lose benefits, that there's no, you know, um, uh, interruption of service, we'll say. Clarifiers for that are the older woman, the sun, and the birds. I mean, people are paying attention to this. People are talking about this. This absolutely could be a third rail for him. Remember, whenever I say third rail, I mean things that will hasten the revolution. He knows if he messes with Social Security, all hell's gonna break loose, as it should. Okay, here he is, his narcissistic self, saying, oh, I've come up with a better plan, an improved plan, a new plan, better than what you've got now. That's what he's going to say. Okay, so here is Social Security. We have the tree, we have him again, and we have clouds. Social Security is the social safety net. They call it Social Security for a reason. And, it affects the health and welfare of people, which is what this card stands for. And I think he'll do his little happy dance and say, "Oh, this is going to be a new, improved way of doing things." People will not believe him. People will doubt him. That's clouds. Moving forward, so here we are in the future. This is the fourth card. The clarifiers are clover, whip, and fox. Don't don't necessarily love this that much, but so this is the future. I do think that quickly, this will become a very hot button topic and will create all kinds of argument and dissension and unpleasantness amongst the legislators. And, this feels very Musk-like to me, you know, um, doing bad things in the dark, like gutting the system, privatizing the system, and we don't even know about it because we're so busy arguing about it. So I do think something slick will be tried. Uh, yeah. And then we have this ship, and we have the scales, the younger man, and the house. Much as I don't know, I'm not, I would love to say what I saw in the original line of five is that the system continues, it moves ahead, but I think what moves ahead is the plan to gut it and privatize it. Uh, you know, saying it's a cost savings, that it will still exist, but it's going to be leaner, meaner, more efficient, etc. That's what Musk will say. And he runs the White House. Um, I pulled three more cards, and those act as a postscript. Like, is there anything else that I can say about this? So we have the heart, we have the tower. Listen, one of the pillars of the American system, American government is this Social Security system. We like Social Security. Again, this is not an entitlement. This is not a gift. People earn this. They take a chunk out of your salary every month for decades before you can earn it. But again, it's beloved by people, and it's been around for like 90 years. And it's one of the tenets of that sort of makes us um, agree about government, and that government is a good thing, is because we have Social Security. But look, the snake again. He's just gonna, I mean, I'm not optimistic about this. I do think he will try to monkey with Social Security. Again, any number of things could end up being the third rail. This is a big third rail, you know. Um, can we undo the things that he does? I mean, yes, but in time, over time, and after the revolution. Just saying. So, I saw one guy. I don't know. I might have been a governor of a state, Republican, and he was talking about Social Security because one of his constituents asked, was that going to be up for grabs and on the chopping block, et cetera. And you know what he had the nerve to say? He said, "Well, I'd advise people to start saving now." Talking about start saving now. People who rely on Social Security to get by, what are they supposed to save exactly? I mean, this is how tone deaf many in government are. That's okay because it's just going to hasten the revolution. I'm just saying. So yeah, just don't be surprised if you wake up and you find out that it's been gutted even more, that there may be delays in getting your check, that you won't get the raise that you thought, they do cost of living adjustment every so often. That your cost of living adjustment wasn't factored in. That you're trying to apply for Social Security because you're at that point and you can't get anybody on the phone. There's going to be a lot of inefficiency. And he will take that inefficiency, Trump will, and Musk, and say, well, yeah, it's really an inefficient system. And we got rid of all those people because they were inefficient too. And so we're going to institute AI and we're going to privatize this, that, and the other portion of that program, and everything's going to be all right. Don't believe it. Don't believe it. Okay. On the subject of the State of the Union, which I addressed yesterday, I think I mentioned, I'm pretty sure I mentioned that I would not be watching it, but I am going to put a link in the notes, show notes, about what I am going to be doing. So Roland Martin, who is a very esteemed Black journalist, has a network. It's called Black Star Network. It's an app that you can get on your phone, so you might want to put that on. Um, and he's got a YouTube. So the YouTube is youtube.com/Roland Martin. And I will again put that in the show notes. And they will start broadcasting. So this is for those of us who are not going to watch the address. Um, 4 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Central, 5 p.m. Mountain, 7 p.m. Eastern. They will be they will be presenting, Roland Martin and company will be presenting something called the State of Our Union. So if you are Black or of color or an ally, someone who just does not want to abuse themselves by watching the State of the Union address, um, that's where I'm going to be tuning in. Uh, they're going to have journalists, and I think you might even Joy Reid might even be there. I will tell you, I saw the little promo clip for it's like a still photo for with the lineup of who is going to be um, what monitoring the debate for MSNBC. I mean, no shade, but literally no shade. There was no color at all. Every last one of those anchors that's going to be covering that thing tonight on MSNBC, every last one of them is white. So, yeah, I will be watching Roland Martin's Black Star Network presentation instead. Let me see if there's anything else I wanted to say. Um, I guess that's it. So Social Security, yes, I think they will try to monkey with it. Again, I also think it will be a third rail, hastening the storming of the Bastille. Uh, and then I looked at also this solution uh, that the Republican leadership has for their members, which is don't hold town halls because, if they go south the way they've been going south and that goes viral, that's not good. Well, no, it's not good for them. But the fact that they will not be holding these town halls, it's not going to make it any better, as they will discover soon. So I'll put all of the information for Black Star Network on. I will also put the link to Marianne's um, Random Sage channel on YouTube so that you can watch the interview that she and I did. And thank you so much. And I will see you soon. Tomorrow, if you follow me on Substack, which is where I write, tomorrow I'll be writing. That's my writing day to put an article up there. So look for me there. It's also called In the Company of Cards. And please continue sharing, liking, subscribing. It means the world to me. All right, I'll see you soon. Take care.